Take a load off, grab a seat. Pull up a chair, prop up your feet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah. It's podcast time. What kind of product are you using nowadays, Josh?
I use Vidal Sassoon.
Vidal?
No, I don't.
Don't church it up, Joe Dierte.
I use my hair care regimen is I use Head and Shoulders dandruff shampoo with tea tree oil, shampoo and conditioner.
Tea tree oil is a fucking shit.
I do that because it feels like you're putting like chapstick on your head. Like it feels good.
Chapstick.
It does. Like it's kind of cooling. It's got eucalyptus.
I know it's the cooling effect. I wouldn't chapstick though. What kind of chapstick?
That's
do you
how it
use?
feels after. Like after you put chapstick on your lips, you feel protected. Like after I do the tea tree oil, because I do like two different regimens.
Okay.
I gotta take care of these locks.
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned that you can't really wash your hair every day whenever you have long hair. Of course, shower, but you don't have to wash your hair every day. So I've started putting my hair up in a ponytail, and that's been a real hilarious.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, I think that would be a good
I don't have
sight.
any ponytail holders in
Yeah.
here. I look like a poor man's Jack Sparrow.
It's like whenever I had long hair, I mostly wore mine in a ponytail. Once it got really, really
Yeah, 'cause
long.
it's annoying because it gets in
Yeah.
your face. Like it's like that middle.
Yeah, I looked good with the ponytail, but
Yeah.
mine was also super long too, though.
Are you saying I won't look good with a ponytail?
Right now, it's just not long enough.
Whenever
to
you
look
said
good
look
Yeah.
good with a ponytail, I took that as like, well,
You got
people can pull it off.
yours just got to get longer before it.
I'm ready to cut
You
it.
strike me as a pigtail kind of guy.
You're like a Viking braid. I'll give you a couple Viking braids.
You're just gonna look, a French braid. Yours is more like a bitch braid.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Boy, I had such an exciting day yesterday. Start to finish, top notch, 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Just walk us through it, Nicky.
Oh,
Paint me a
man.
picture.
Woke up with the kids. Always a good time.
Yeah.
Went and hit some playgrounds. Went to church. Took them to church with me for the first time.
For the first time?
To this new church.
Oh.
Heathens.
Yeah.
Had to go find them, pull them out of the darkness.
Yeah. Took my girlfriend to church for the first time in 19 years. First time she'd been to church.
Oh, nice.
That's
Hell
about how
yeah.
it's been for me too.
Bringing them to Jesus, boys.
Yeah.
Out there with the Great Commission.
Out there witnessing to
Out
them.
there, can I be a witness?
Can I get a witness?
Them. Your Honor, I call Josh Harrington as a witness to the saying.
Oh, boy, I would never do that.
Be some lies told up there.
Perjury!
Yeah.
Bluegrass band had a gig at my cousin's Memorial Day party.
Yeah, I tried calling you yesterday afternoon. Nobody answered.
Is
What was up with
that your excuse of why you didn't come? Because I didn't
I
answer.
wasn't going to fix a bunch of food. It was going to come a storm. I didn't know if it was going to get cancer or not because nobody told me nothing.
Oh, there was about 40 people there.
Well, nobody answered the phone to let me know. I tried calling twice.
Call me during nap time. I ain't fucking answering. Shit.
Hey, I know that's the truth. I couldn't even get them. I came up here today, couldn't even get them to come to the door.
Yeah, we're coming at you early morning today at Fine By Me Memorial Day.
Oh, happy Memorial Day,
Happy
boys.
Memorial Day.
I had to go see my dad today. At the
Never
funeral.
forget.
Yeah, I woke up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and just ended up driving up here, and I went to Nick's house and just started banging, like cop knocking on his door. Didn't hear anything, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm going in this bitch. I know he's packing, but hopefully he doesn't shoot me. And then I sat on the
More
couch.
than one way. You know what I mean? I'm packing.
I sat on the couch for about 5 minutes, and then I heard him say, hey, come back here and talk to me a little bit.
So we just laid in my bed for probably 30 minutes.
Wes sends me a picture of him with Nick curled over, like not even facing him, like a fucking little spoon. And I was like, man, look at that tattoo on that back.
Like I was disappointed in what I had done.
I woke up this morning and it was like 7:30, and I had a missed FaceTime call from Wes, and I said, God, I said, I ain't opened my eyes yet.
Yeah.
I said, these dudes already this morning.
I didn't mean to FaceTime. I just go to our group and then just hit the call button. I forget that it FaceTimes every time.
I was like, what?
What?
7:30?
Dude, I was already up and at him. I was thinking about biscuits and gravy already. By that
Sounds
time.
good.
I didn't get any. I got bacon or a sausage, egg, and cheese.
Where'd you go? McDonald's?
No, I went to a gas station.
Oh,
bro.
you should went to Bojangles, dude. They got a good biscuit.
They do. I don't know. I like gas.
How much they
station.
paying you?
Bojangles?
Yeah.
Nothing yet,
Me
but
too.
man, hey, we can always keep them in business. I
Yeah,
was
we
worried
ain't mentioning them.
They done went out of business once here and come back. Remember?
Yeah.
They went out for a while
They made a comeback.
and then made a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. That's what Wes tried to do to me this morning.
Come on your back.
Yeah.
It's like he could probably do it with the way he was smiling at that picture.
I was giggling dude, so hard. In that picture, I was giggling so much.
In there just rock hard.
Yeah. I sent a similar picture to Melissa, and she said, "Back off, bitch."
I sent it to the gal I'm talking to, and she just said, "You have such a pretty smile."
They got here this morning, and they got to see a little look into everyday life of Josh Harrington. We got coffee going, Price is Right was rocking, just blaring, cat running around the house.
God bless Drew Carey.
God
Man,
bless him.
I like Drew Carey.
I do too.
He was a Marine. He was in the Marine Corps.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Dang, when did he just do
Early
like his?
80s.
He probably was just did his 4 years and got out.
He was in the reserves after he did his 4 years. I think it was 8 or 12 years he did.
Dang,
Yeah.
He's a little older than we give him credit. I mean,
like 70.
in the
Oh, he
'90s,
must be older.
in the '90s, man, we loved Whose Line Is It Anyway? I
Yeah.
mean, he was probably close to. I mean, he was definitely well into his 30s, maybe close to 40 back in.
Drew Carey show was good too.
He was
Yep.
talking about it being Memorial Day, and somebody thanked him, and he's like, "Oh, don't thank me. Thank the people that had sacrificed for us."
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, you did so and so." He said, "I was in the reserves." That's all he said. He just kind of laughed and moved it on. But, yeah, he's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
also Memorial Day. The whole point of Memorial Day is remembering the fallen, or whatever, right?
Right.
Anyway,
I think that's
I tried my damnedest to find some kind of Memorial Day conspiracy, and I didn't see much.
They always talk about landing on the moon because I don't believe that.
yeah.
That's our big
I do-
fallback plan for the podcast.
This is a little quick blurb. I heard it on the way up here, actually. But in the Atlantic, it's like a newspaper, pretty much. There was a article that it says
Pretty much.
that they're now saying that. So everybody thought the story of the 9/11 hijackers was that they were just some ragtag group of people that made it happen or whatever.
Some terror, just some
That way,
normal terrorists.
And that's why we were able to just attack whoever the hell we wanted to. Be like, oh, they're in Iraq. Nope, they're in Afghanistan. Nope, they're over here. So we were able to do that. Well, it's actually now it's been traced back to the Saudi oligarchs.
Really?
Yeah, and it was just in a newspaper, but like nobody
It's funny
is
that
talking
you bring
about
that
it.
up because I just started reading George W. Bush's memoirs called Decision Points.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes through the war and how he regrets never getting Osama bin Laden and all the people that died because when he got over there, he doesn't say it, but I read it as almost like he was finishing off what his daddy didn't.
Yeah.
Like Saddam Hussein, because that was a huge one with Desert Storm.
Yeah,
So he said sometimes he thinks he went in a little hot-headed and he wished he would have done some stuff different. But
Yeah.
either way, those some bitches had to go, pretty much. You know what I mean? All of them. I mean, there ain't any good one over there. No offense to anybody. I'm not talking about the people, but just
Yeah.
those dictators,
from what we know about him, yeah,
I mean, he mustard gassed his own people.
that they've told us, yeah.
What? That's true. I seen pretty sure I seen pictures.
I'm not sticking up for him. I'm just saying I don't know if I believe anything.
Remember
in
how
fucking
he looked when
government.
they pulled him out of that fucking hole? He had big ass. He's like, wait.
Yeah,
You imagine being that powerful and that rich and having to hide out in a fucking hole in the middle of the desert?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
well, it's funny. I actually reposted this because it was 11 years ago. I think it was 11 or 12 years ago that we got Osama,
Yeah.
and I made a post on
Said-
Facebook that said. And this was me 11 or 12 years ago. I didn't know I was this much of a nut that long ago as well. But I said something along the lines of, we can get a video of Saddam Hussein hanging, but we get no pictures of Osama bin Laden. And they just threw him in the ocean.
Not one
Am I supposed to
picture.
believe this?
And I've watched multiple interviews of all the different SEALs that went in there, and
Yeah.
every one of them have a different story.
Yeah.
Every one of them have a different.
Yeah.
Every one of them killed him.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone-
why I gave him the 2 shots.
Yeah.
They were all of y'all killed him.
And they identified the body by laying down next to him and proving that he was 6'7".
or
Yeah.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a tall fucking.
Yeah. I always thought that
He was a tall. Well,
Apparently, I thought
about
that
to
was
say
fucking
slur.
weird.
Yeah.
Whenever I was in my early 20s, and I still think it's weird now. So
Yeah.
he could still be out there. Is all I'm saying.
So anyway,
Anyway,
Got home about 10 o'clock.
Back to your day.
Yeah, back. Sorry.
Got home about 10 o'clock, me and Melissa just hanging out. I had at 12 I was supposed to go to Project Graduation, which is an event here that we do. We've been doing it for the last 20 years here in Franklin. Last year was this year's the 20th anniversary.
It's to entice kids to not go out and party and get crazy.
Yeah, they had $80,000 in cash and gifts that they gave out last night.
I wrapped up the year I went. We had like a poker tournament and everything.
We called it. I was telling him we call it Up All Night in Scottsville. It's the same thing.
Come up with a better name.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. It's like, what are y'all going to do?
Night. Do y'all going to Up All Night? Yeah, every night.
Every night. They had meth lab building competitions.
Yeah, I can see the flyer for that. There's just a guy in a lab coat up all night.
Yeah.
I cleaned up in mine. I won like the scavenger hunt. They had the drunk goggles and tricycle race, which is easy for me.
Yeah.
I was obviously getting hammered back then already, so it didn't. I was like, this is day-to-day life for me.
We had a talent show, or we're supposed to, and one of the guys that was in the talent show, he took a bunch of those like gas station like stacker pills and yellow jackets and shit to stay up all night, and they had to take his ass to the hospital. He started having like palpitations and shit. Yeah, the ambulance pulled up about 1 a.m. at the damn gym and got his ass.
I drank 4 Monsters yesterday, so I was
Hey, dude.
I living on the edge.
The reason I guess why I don't drink those now is because they just remind me like Jaeger bombs and shit.
Yeah.
I used to love Vegas bombs too. So anytime I taste the energy drink, it's like, whoa.
What is it? What's in Vegas bombs?
It's Crown Royal, cranberry juice, and Red Bull.
Okay.
Delicious.
But me and Melissa were sitting around about 11 o'clock. I looked outside, and I've never seen the trees blowing the way they were blowing.
Wow.
I said, holy shit. I said, do we need to go somewhere? She said, where are we going to go? I said, the fucking bathroom? I don't know. I'm not trying to leave. Yeah. I'm not
We're
like,
on high ground.
yeah, not the attic or nothing. But then we heard a big crack and a big boom, and a tree took a transformer down 2 houses up. When Melissa left, she called me. She was like, there's power lines across the road, in the ditch, in the water. Transformers just laying in the water, sparking. She didn't say sparking. I made that up for,
Yeah, you're painting a picture.
I'm
you
trying
could have
to
left it in there.
Yeah, I know it. But I don't want to be a liar.
Well,
Okay.
You just did it.
Yeah. So I put my work boots on and stuff. I was supposed to be at Project Graduation at 12. I put my work boots on, my rain gear. I had headlamps and stuff. And I was like, surely they're not doing this anymore because no one has power.
It's so rowdy out, too. But
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
stormed all night.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to my shop, get my truck and a chain, and just be like, I'm gonna save some lives. I'm a first fucking
Me and you're
responder.
so different.
I'm a first responder.
I went to bed.
But whenever it got the worst down in Nashville, I literally drove to Nashville and went and ate a big ass burger.
Hell yeah.
And then had a
Yeah, 'cause
couple.
you got it about an hour after we got it.
Then I had a couple beers at another place after that. I think I got home about 7 or so or whatever, and I left the house at 2. So there was one part of the drive there that I was like, maybe I should have stayed home.
I hadn't heard wind like that here in a long time. It's like a train. Like,
It didn't get anywhere near as bad down there as it was up
we
here.
knocked it all down for you.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, I mean, on the way here, just from Nick's house, man, there's trees that are just absolutely uprooted, like the whole root. And
Yeah,
everything's out.
we've had a damn year's worth of rain in a week. So, all those roots are real weak. So whenever the wind blows, it just topples over.
Roots. Roots.
All them roots.
Yep. It
like,
got me
what?
for a second too.
I was like, wherever.
All them roots.
That white trash coming out.
That's that trailer park. I told Christy yesterday, I said, I think the reason why I have all these DVDs is because it makes me feel rich. That's the trailer park. I said, it'll never leave you, no matter how long you've been away from it. I just won't bang.
This is your own personal Federal Reserve.
Yeah, dude, I'm a fucking DVD.
We need a better security system in here.
I know, dude.
He's
You
gonna
ain't
get
taking my copy of Gangs of New York or Dogma. You know what
He's gonna get a trail camera, not a ring camera.
Trail camera. I don't
Trail
trust
camera.
ring camera.
Yeah,
Trail.
yeah. He don't want
It
nothing
does
attached.
Make me feel rich. Just a little thing. That's how I know that the fucking white trash is still in me.
I have like 5 Blu-rays that I've never even opened, and I know one of them's Spaceballs,
Oh, that's a good one.
but that's the only one I can remember what is. Like my parents used to get them to me like a random one for Christmas, until finally I told him I don't have anything to play this with.
Your Xbox won't play. Do you have a disc in your Xbox?
I don't have the disc
Xbox don't play
I do have
Blu-ray.
Mine does.
Oh,
I do have
he's
an
got-
X. I do
mine's
have
from
the older Xbox
mine's
that will
from
play
probably-
Your
Blu-rays.
360 should play
2005.
Blu-rays. Does it not? I thought it did. It'll play DVDs though, won't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Anyway.
post-storm, you were fucking about to die.
About to
Had
die.
to go save some lives.
Yeah.
Saving lives.
And then I called the woman at
Sparks
Project.
were everywhere.
Called,
Sparks.
yeah, it was
All
Bubba. It
over
was
the
call
place.
it Sparks. Bubba
Transformer
Sparks.
Oil all over the road.
Yeah.
Call it Spark. Bubba Sparks.
Oil fires.
Oh yeah, old truck turned over too.
Yeah.
Right over top of an Atmos gas line and blew up.
Yeah.
Light just struck the ground and blew up the gas line.
811 before you dig.
Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck. I don't know why they were there. Something about the movie
Major
Armageddon.
Payne showed up.
Yeah.
Eddie
Josh out of
Murphy.
bed.
Eddie Murphy's in town.
As Axel Foley himself.
Isn't there a new Beverly Hills Cop
Hell yeah, coming out on Netflix, baby. I didn't got paid for it.
So sidetracked. So you finished. Have you went to bed yet? Or are you still going to Project Graduation?
I'm still going to Project
Okay,
Graduation.
all right, okay.
Yeah, I've been up since about 6:45.
All right. Survive the storm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
pulled through, baby. You know,
Through.
I mean, just by pure determination, really.
We are survivors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got to Project Graduation. I was I was emceeing the Womanless Fashion Show.
Try to get me to. He said, "You want to? We do at 2:00 this morning." I said, "I'm not going to nothing. I'm gonna go and tell you no now."
Little does he
So
know,
I'll
he
tell you-
was awake.
Well, either way, I wouldn't go up there. He
Son
asked
of a
me the day
bitch.
before. He
Oh,
said,
you
"What are
should have
doing?"
asked me. I would have came.
See, true friends. You find out who you can depend on for certain things.
I was drinking most of yesterday, so it probably wouldn't have been.
Oh, you would have been a
Ideal.
good MC.
Probably wouldn't have been ideal to be around a
This
bunch of high
was
schoolers.
this
but-
was absolutely my best emceeing hosting gig that I've ever done. This is my third year doing it, and
Right.
I just get better every year.
Man.
I went as I was going character as the wrestling coach. We've never had a wrestling team,
No.
but yeah. So I run into the auditorium with a basketball, dribbling a basketball, whistle in my mouth. Yeah, and I'm just pumping my arm. I trip over the basketball, fall out onto the court.
Right.
Get up real quick, real clumsily, like.
You're a real physical comedy guy.
Yeah, I'm a slapstick guy.
Yeah, it's cool.
A real Dick Van Dyke.
A real Jim Carrey. Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Dick Van Dyke. Let's not push it.
but I'm just
Renaissance
like,
man.
yeah, the womanless fashion show. That's why we're all fucking here. This is why we all came. The womanless fashion show.
I didn't go.
We have got 6 of the largest women you've ever seen ready to go back here. And I hope you're not lactose intolerant because the milk is flowing backstage, if you know what I mean.
Golly.
Yeah.
Everybody, that was a real gut buster, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am Coach Gus Hustler, the wrestling coach here at Franklin. We haven't had any actual team in 10 years. So the only thing I'm wrestling is debt and crippling depression.
That's a pretty good joke.
And
we go.
but I'm still getting paid, so don't tell
And
anybody.
everybody listening, like if I don't react good enough, these are hilarious. Me and him kind of went through these at his house, and I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to give a good enough reaction.
Well, I'm ready to hear it
But they're
first.
fucking hilarious.
So the first segment we had was the talent segment. And the ladies would come out, and mostly they were just like twerking to songs and dancing and stuff like that. And I would read their names, and then they went backstage and they went and got their evening gown dresses on. Ooh. So in between those segments, I said, y'all know me. I've got to put an advertisement in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So I said, while we're waiting on them to bring back their evening gown dresses, let's get a word from our sponsors. This pageant is brought to you by the Cloudmaster 3000, the leading vape in elementary schools across Kentucky. Are you tired of blowing weak, wimpy clouds that barely make a dent in your social media feed? Say goodbye to Sad Puffs and hello to the Cloudmaster 3000, the only vape with enough power to fog up your neighborhood. Cloudmaster 3000. Suck it.
At a high school, it's just the that at a high school was so funny to me.
Because they're all vaping.
Yeah,
I could hear like, these 17-year-old girls like, what?
Yeah.
What was that? What?
not me.
But so then I would introduce the beauty pageant contestants one by one. They would come out and they wrote their own little bios, but it's really short. They were too short. I needed a little bit, so I spiced them up a little bit. Great. So first you're gonna hear what they wrote, and then I'm gonna put a little inflection on my voice, and this is what I added to it. And I think it'll be pretty obvious when you hear it.
All right.
The first contestant, Taniqua Longlegs, speaks 13 languages and is the most fluent freestyle in the Southeastern Conference. Had an open relationship with Hunter Biden. That's cool.
Jesus, the high school.
Just all of this happening at a high school makes it so hilarious to me.
With probably 40 to 50 parents sitting around the gymnasium too. Yeah. Yeah. Black Diamond likes playing with all the boys, but the only thing she doesn't play is money. Get that bag, girl. Nova China enjoys taking long walks on the beach with my pet duck. Never visited Epstein's Island, but was always felt she missed an opportunity to make some real fun memories.
God. These are some hitters, though, man.
That was so good. If you didn't have people crying at that fucking high school.
Did you write that?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, just
that's
full
what
of monster.
That's what flows, man.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. That's your creative window.
That's what I need to do.
Get jacked on monster.
And under the pressure too, when I'm watching all these people get ready for this
That's
event,
a top quality joke.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm impressed.
Anita Dickens.
You didn't make that up.
No,
that's
I
the
didn't.
kid.
Yeah, that's a good job on that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little hellion.
Yeah.
He might be a damn guest on the show sometime.
Wait till he turns 18. We'll
Right.
bring him in here.
Enjoys bird watching and hanging out at the plastic surgeon's office waiting for free handouts. Dynamo. Dynamo's the best twerker in the South.
Names.
With 32,000 followers on OnlyFans, Dynamo is finally ready to settle down with a real man. Or two.
What was everybody doing in the crowd cracking up?
I mean,
Mixed reviews.
I was not paying attention to them as much. I was just worried about selling. I was just selling. Yeah. But the last one here, Cowgirl Kitty. Loves to roll around with the pigs on a hot sunny day, riding ponies, playing with Barbies, making her famous apple pie, and boot scoot boogieing. Yee-haw. This young lady puts the C-U-N-T in country.
God.
And the welding teacher was one of the judges.
I bet he got a kick.
And he died. Yeah.
I wish I'd have went now.
Yeah, he fucking died.
I didn't realize it was going to be a damn straight up comedy show.
That's what I'm telling you. This is the best work I might have ever done on a
Just
microphone.
didn't give a shit when
No.
there this time.
No.
Yeah, we know what? I've done it 2 years already. They ain't paying me no attention, so I'm just going to go there and sit there paying attention.
It's gotten progressively raunchier every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good jokes.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are good, man.
The Epstein Island jokes.
Yeah. Epstein and the one of that first one,
The Hunter Biden.
Hunter
I had
Biden
an
one,
open
yeah.
relationship with
Yeah.
Hunter Biden.
Hunter Biden and that Epstein one got me hard.
Cowgirl Kitty.
Oh. But then we had the interview segment.
Okay.
So I scrounged the internet. I never really used any questions that I found on the internet, but I used the questions as inspiration for my own.
Right.
So let's see. Y'all can answer these as well if you want to.
Ooh, little Q&A.
I didn't ask this one. I had enough questions for them to like have extra. All the contestants, there were 6. They all did 2 questions, so I did 12. I've got like 20 here. This was one that I didn't ask, but I think it's a pretty good one for the podcast. If you could pull off the perfect crime, what would it be and how?
Probably like a bank heist or some kind of like heist. You know what I mean? I don't know how I'd do it though. I mean, I'm not very sneaky.
I was like a serial killer. I mean, you can just be a serial killer and not really have any motive.
I don't
for
want to kill
anything.
anybody, so I just
I didn't
rob.
say I wanted to. It's a crime.
It's the perfect crime.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just kill a random person.
You ever wanted to taste a hamstring?
No.
No. Okay. Well, you're not going to relate to this then.
I mean, I guess if we wanted to be soft about it, I could just go out here where there's no cops and toss my Gatorade bottle in the woods.
The perfect crime.
I could litter a little bit.
I didn't ask this one either, but I kind of like this one. If you could ask Donald Trump one question, what would it be?
What do you use on your skin, bro?
Man, how do you stay looking like a 71-year-old instead of 80-year-old?
Yeah.
I want them 9 years back.
What's your skincare regimen? Is that what you're asking me, Donald Trump?
Why is he so fucking red all the time?
He is red all the time.
I did
He's
ask
mad
this
because
one.
he's fucking mad.
I did ask this one, and this kid I asked it to. He got voted the best interview. But if you were a fart, would you be loud and proud or silent and deadly, and why? And this kid just throws his hand up in the air and he goes, "Loud and proud, say it with me." And he like puts the mic in my face, and I'm like, "Yeah, you heard it." And he goes, "Loud and proud," and I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Say it." And I said, "No." And he said, "Say it." And I said, "He's loud and proud, damn it." What's something embarrassing that you would hate for everyone in this auditorium to know? And this kid was just talking about having to wax his feet.
What?
Yeah.
Wax his
The top
feet?
of his feet?
Yeah.
Was he a
He said,
swimmer
my
or something?
feet are so hairy, I have to wax them.
That's
And
gay.
yeah. Well, that's what he said. Would you Would you rather fight 15 really old people or 15 6-year-olds?
6-year-olds is what I said earlier.
No, I don't. I'd go the 15 old people.
Yeah,
I want
he-
them to go.
That's basically what this kid said. He said, age is out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how old they are though. They might kick my ass. What if it's like 15 like old Marines that still kept?
Like where their Vietnam vets hat coming out there and say, having flashbacks. And shit,
Yeah.
smoking camels.
They just fucking whoop my ass.
They might do it. There's some bad dudes, man. They's in that jungle.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not scared of the 6-year-olds. I could be.
15 6-year-olds
I
fuck
could-
you up. Dude.
You've got to strike first. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, you've coached T-ball.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you get them all against you. Once they turn on you, that's it. Once you lose 2 or 3 of them, you done lost the whole group.
I will say, like in zombie movies, the scariest zombies are the like
kids,
toddler
yeah.
zombies.
It's true.
Something creepy about those little bastards. What color paint do you think tastes best?
That's a good question. You know, that brings me to a memory that just got unlocked. Have y'all ever seen the
Sweet.
90s movie Dennis the Menace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, whenever he has like that big vacuum cleaner and he sucks up that paintball or whatever and shoots it up
Oh, yeah.
and it goes in like Mr. Wilson's cup or something.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
drinks it, he's like, that paint tastes the best.
Yeah.
Man, I used to always think about that growing up. Like,
It took me years to realize that the bad guy in Dennis the Menace was Doc.
yeah, dude, for Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, was Doc
From Back to the Future.
What do you mean bad guy?
the homeless dude that like kidnapped
That
him.
feeds all the beans to.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
He's like,
It's
Doc Brown.
yeah.
Yeah.
Doc Brown.
Yeah.
Ties him up. He's like, I can get out of this. And he's like,
This was so good.
yeah. And then he tied up the bad guy.
I love Walter Matthau.
This one got a good pop. Who's the most attractive teacher at the school?
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
question.
they said Sam Evans, who's the ag teacher at school, which that son of a bitch is a handsome son. I'm telling you. He's a beautiful red-haired man. Yeah,
That's odd. They don't have it very often.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know it.
Redhead.
Yeah, he's even better looking than Andrew Santino.
He ain't even good looking. Fuck that
Well,
guy.
I'm saying
Christy, Christy loves Andrew Santino.
yeah, he's better looking than Andrew Santino. I promise.
Andrew, from me to you.
Cheeto Santino.
Give this to Bobby Lee also.
Give this
Lee.
to
He's
young Dave, Little Dicky.
I like Lil Dicky. Love you, Lil Dick.
Hey, y'all seen that shit where Theo Vaughn says that Little Dicky steals all his shit to make his show?
Yeah, I don't know if there's any basis for it, but
Totally off subject.
we've touched on it before.
I always think about that. Every time somebody says Little Dicky, I think about that.
Yeah.
Do mermaids have live babies or lay eggs?
Ooh.
I think they
lay eggs.
lay eggs. Yeah, that's what I think.
Demons.
Would you rather hang out with Taylor Swift on a yacht for a day or have a giraffe bite 2 of your fingers off?
I told him, I was like, if I can, go to bed with her, you know what I'm saying?
Hanging out. I mean, think about on a yacht all day. Like you're just eating the best foods,
Maybe fucking a
popping
little.
Cristal, fucking having a good time.
I just thought that was a fun burn on Taylor Swift because it made it seem like the interviewer would rather have their fingers bitten
Yeah,
off.
no, I get the angle. I get the angle.
Yeah.
Got the satire.
Do you think when you go into a giraffe feeding, it's kind of like you're assuming the risk. If you get your fingers bit off, you can't sue us, or do you think there is possibility for a lawsuit?
I think there's lawsuit possibility.
All right.
Yeah, lawsuit possibility.
Nope.
Have you seen them? Some bitches fight each other, hit each other with their neck.
Yeah.
It's
They fucking
crazy.
swing
It's a lot
that
of
sucker
momentum.
around. Yeah.
A lot of
Talk
momentum.
about some neck.
We'll be right back. Would you rather have to speak all of your thoughts out loud for a week or have your search history printed and read out loud to your parents?
Absolutely not. Talk out loud for a week.
I already do the first one, so the second one's no big
That
deal.
was basically what this kid said. He said, it's not much different than my normal life.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know how much weird stuff I have to look up to get stuff for this podcast.
I can only
I
imagine.
get into dangerous parts of the internet sometimes.
Wolves, fucking mermaids, werewolves.
This is a question for Josh. You find a shitty-looking vase on the side of the road. Turns out to be a white trash genie. What are your 3 white trash wishes?
Okay, so an unlimited supply of Marlboro Lights.
Yes.
That's a great one.
That's a good one.
Maybe a Blu-ray DVD player.
Yeah, no, we going straight to VHS. I
Yes.
want a VCR.
Yeah, VCR.
And all the VHSs from my
I want one that you can record to as well because they don't make VCRs that you can record anymore, do they?
I haven't seen a VCR.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't seen one in a minute.
Yeah, the VCR that I have that's like in the top of my closet, whenever I found my brother's football highlight video from 2001,
Yeah.
and like that's the only thing we ever play on VHS. He comes over and I like make fun of him, and I'm like, "Oh, this is like your highlight film, bro."
My VCR was built into my TV back in the day.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember those. Yeah.
dude, it was RCA.
Yeah.
Did
Are they
y'all?
even open anymore? Is
don't know.
RCA even a business?
I ain't got a clue, bro.
If they are, they're making like car stereos.
Making headphones for.
What's your third one?
Oh, my third wish.
I think I've got a pretty good set of things that I want.
My third wish would probably be a 1985 IROC Z Camaro.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's not bad. That's a great white trash wish.
It really is. It
Damn,
really is.
that's a good white trash
Tell you,
wish.
it's in me, boys. It's in me.
So mine was gonna
Three
be
real wishes.
mine was gonna be an endless supply of boxed wine.
Okay,
Sweet.
Franzia.
Franzia,
No,
yeah.
red, red.
Yeah, it has to be red.
Slap the bag.
Yeah. And then a monster truck, but not like Bigfoot or anything like that.
Something road legal.
Yeah, something
you can drive on the road.
something like that's like a 1985 rusted out, clapped out piece of shit.
Yeah.
But it's
Like a K5 Blazer.
No
Jacked
catalytic
up.
converters.
yeah, but it's
Cut out.
you know
Here's
it looks
the
like
pound.
shit, but
Yeah.
it runs.
Yeah,
Badass.
it runs. Starts every fucking morning.
And then an unlimited supply of rebel flags to put on all my trailer windows.
They have to be Rebel Flag beach towels.
Big ass blanket hanging over the window. Anyway, so what's your 3 wishes?
Oh man, shit, the interviewer
Yeah, I wanna
has
hear
become the
your-
interviewee.
I want to hear your 3
Yeah.
white trash wishes.
Probably an unlimited supply of Plan B pills.
A new set of them headphones and D-wall headphones.
Yeah. These only last about 3 months. No, probably those trucker headsets
Yeah.
that have the big microphone that come around. Yeah, yeah.
You just wear it all day.
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
day.
And maybe like a subscription to Hustler.
Okay.
Just a
Penthouse.
subscription, to
Yeah,
Penthouse
Penthouse,
magazine. Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, that's pretty your wishes.
Yeah.
We could survive between our 9 wishes. We'd be all right.
We didn't
Already
ask
got the
for
hair.
yeah. Well, we didn't ask for any food, but
We don't need it. We got
if
Marlboro
we had
Lights.
Yeah, we
yeah,
got Franzia.
yeah.
Marlboro
I
Lights.
had
got
a I had a
grapes in it and shit.
crackhead.
Camaro.
I had a crackhead one time. We called him Pinto, and he always used to say Pinto ain't bullshitting. he would just be like walking around doing side and be like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Pinto ain't bullshitting. Anyway, he told us he was drinking a beer for breakfast one morning, and he was like, beer has everything your body needs to survive. Like he was
Carbs,
really trying to sell us
sugar.
on this. Yeah.
Protein.
Yeah. So probably Milwaukee's best.
And my honorable mention wish would probably be the original DVD of Bum Fights.
Oh shit!
Y'all remember those?
Yeah.
Man, remember that dude dressed up as Dr. Phil?
Yeah,
and
when he went on Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
He's like, "Aren't you exploiting all these lesser
Homeless
fortunate
people,
people?" And then the dude said,
Aren't you
"Aren't you doing the same thing?"
Yeah.
It's like, God, he got him. He
He's so
got
fucking
him.
He
good.
didn't know what to say.
He got him.
So good. If you had a mating call, what would it be? Yeah. This kid got down on all fours and just, yes, give it to me.
I'm glad to see that we got some real heathens coming up.
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah. These are the future leaders
People
of
don't
America.
change, man. It's
Yeah.
just different with time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't change.
Dudes definitely don't change.
Oh man, this one, I had a rough time getting this one out, and it got a rough reaction from the crowd. But all right, truth or dare?
Dare, I guess.
All right, the dare was do your best impression of a cow giving birth.
Oh,
Yeah. Now do the truth.
truth.
I told them, now listen, these came from corporate. Okay. I said, I can't control these, but rumor has it you have a penis. Is that true? And the whole crowd was like, oh my God. And I said, I'm sorry. I thought y'all were cool.
Goof around here. I thought this was a goof off show.
Yeah. I thought y'all were cool.
I've made jokes about Jeffrey Epstein and Hunter Biden, but y'all have problems with me asking
One
if
of the
he's got a
kids'
dick.
names was I need a dickin'.
Relax. Y'all have a beer or something out there.
You're just getting them kids ready for this world to just straight raw dog them.
Yeah.
That's their last night of fun.
Yeah, wait till y'all get properly roasted
Wait
one
till
day.
tomorrow.
I thought about telling them that they were in their prime and it's all downhill from here,
should
but
have.
yeah.
You've been telling the truth. How you feel now, you'll never feel this good again.
Yeah. Yeah. More relaxed. You realize you're more relaxed right now than
I
you
just
ever will
keep,
be.
like tension in my chest 24/7.
Yeah. Always something to worry about.
If you could put one condiment in your belly button, what would it be?
Mustard.
There you go.
I said the Jack Browns. They got this sauce that you dip your fries in. I'd love that. I'd love it.
What kind of sauce is it?
I don't know.
Sweet, savory,
Savory. I'd
fancy
say.
sauce?
Oh no, it just comes in a squeeze bottle, big ass squeeze bottle, and you just.
I'm getting pretty hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet.
And then the final question. We already know Wes's answer, but who is your most disliked celebrity?
My most disliked celebrity would probably either be Lizzo or Alec Baldwin.
Wow, Alec Baldwin, huh?
Yeah. Yep. I think he's. I think all this mess is really, with him killing that person.
Yeah.
You still have to check. I mean, if we'd done it, we'd be in prison.
Yeah.
So
See, Lizzo made. I haven't seen it yet, but I think it just happened yesterday or
I think
so.
she just pushes bad philosophy on people.
She because South Park did like a whole episode on her.
Yeah,
or whatever.
we just watch. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
I watched it on.
the Ozempic and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently she has replied to it now. I haven't seen
Yeah,
that
they
reply.
prescribe Lizzo. If you can't afford Ozempic, they prescribe Lizzo. And it's like you can just
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
All it does is remove your care about being
give a
fat.
fuck about being fat.
Yeah. It's pretty much just
But
removes
I
that
feel
thought.
great. I've been on Lizzo for 3 weeks. It's like, oh, great, you look great. She's got a big belly. She's walking around town. It's something, I think it's Stan's mom. She couldn't get Ozempic because she doesn't have diabetes. Because like they started cracking down. And she's like, well, she ended up getting diabetes from being on Lizzo, and then got the Ozempic.
There you go.
So she ended up getting
It's just an extra step.
What a loophole, huh?
And they also started shitting out of their ears.
Yeah, I saw that. Dude.
That was one of the side effects of Lizzo is you get diarrhea out of your ears.
She forced her backup dancers and like her assistants and shit to eat bananas out of strippers'
Yeah.
pussies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's still mad.
In Amsterdam, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so
Anything goes. in the
Yeah,
Netherlands.
we talked about that the week it happened. I don't remember. We may have even still been at the shop whenever that happened.
May have. Yeah.
Shop's getting a bathroom, by the way.
This is our 40th
Fuck yeah.
episode, I think.
Wow.
40 or 41st.
Yeah, we never can keep count.
Yeah, I just see it. I can't count that. I start losing track when I start counting through on the computer.
Yeah.
You just get distracted.
I do get distracted.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this on the way up. It kind of got brought up on a podcast I was listening to, but we got this new pope that's kind of progressive. Like, I think he's cool with like homosexuals and stuff.
It was all right.
Do you think he's going to be cool with AI, and could there be an AI priest at some point? What happened?
An AI priest.
What happened?
It's still going.
Oh, it's still going. Okay. Yeah, AI priest that you could talk to.
I mean, people are already doing it now to like call like suicide hotlines and.
Are those all AI?
Well, they start out AI and then they get you to a person. I reckon everything's going to that. You know what I mean? I call at least once a week.
Oh,
That's just a joke. It's a joke.
oh. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was interesting because it could be like it's just all
I
you're
had to
doing.
change the energy of the room real quick.
All you're doing is a confessional or whatever at these things. Oh, what the fuck was that?
It's
My
your phone.
Oh,
We're having a time here.
we're having a good time.
We're having a time. We're having a good time.
Dang, Dusty.
I'm gonna grow my hair out as long as him. He's got some long ass hair.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I just thought it'd be interesting because there was apparently one that people had issue with, or well, I think it was Tim Dillon I was listening to, and he said there was one called like Father John or Father Justin or something, or Father James. It was
Father Justin.
I don't know. He said apparently it existed. Obviously, it wasn't recognized by the Catholic Church or whatever, but
Taking advice from
there were
anybody
people
named
that
Justin.
had problems with it. But he read off some of the ones that like were public, and he was like, "These seem like exactly what a priest would say to you." Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Christy and I have talked
Weird
about
random thought I had earlier.
That's a good question. I mean, I think eventually we talk about AI is going to like take over and stuff, but right now I always see is people just use it as like impersonate other people or pretty silly reasons to use it because nobody's smart enough to really I think weaponize it like a fucking normal person anyway. But like we talked the other day, all these defense contractors are starting this committee. So they're about to start weaponizing a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure some of our guns and stuff already have AI to some point.
Yeah. So like
the Iron Dome in Israel, that's AI.
Yeah. So AI also kind of links to like a camera, and you tell it what a human is. And it can even like tell if it's an enemy or a friendly or whatever too, because we have sentry guns that already exist,
right?
So and that's kind of AI,
like
too.
On the ships and stuff.
Yeah,
the ones that shoot fast as hell.
Yeah, and there's a guy I watch on YouTube. I can't remember what he makes a bunch of machines and robots, and he made one that would hit a dart in the center every time, and he made it to where the dart board would move and everything, and the dart would hit right in the center every time. So if this guy could do that in his garage, the military's doing the same thing.
Shit that could shoot us sitting right here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I wish,
man.
I prayed every day for
it.
Yeah.
But back to the priest AI thing. My men's group, we confess to each other whenever we're screwing up in everyday life.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're not like confessing to someone that is like spiritually connected and can pray with you, then it really doesn't feel the same to me at all.
That's like AA is the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's like you want someone there that is connected with you and connected with you to God, and you can go to God together. And you're just not going to get that with artificial intelligence.
Yeah, it just seems too it's just not real. You know what I mean? Like you can't get that emotional help that
Connection.
you need.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, that'd be my viewpoint on it as well. But I just wonder if that could be a thing that the Catholic Church recognizes at some
They
point.
may have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As many people are, we've got
Yeah,
population-wise.
Boy, I
you
hate
could
to-
definitely reach more people with it.
Yeah.
Just the people that can't make it somewhere or have some kind of aversion to going out.
I'm
in
not going to
public.
the Vatican. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, well, Catholic churches are all over the country. But,
we've
all
started
over the
talking
world.
about going to Catholic church, getting back into church. I said I want to go straight to the daggum. I said,
You think it's at the top?
I want to have me a middleman before I talk to God. I want to talk to the priest, let him talk to him. I'm ready to talk to God and shit.
Have him translate. Have him
I got some
translate.
stuff I need to get off my chest.
Yeah, I need to talk to this guy first. He's like, okay, well, just go do this.
That guy's just a drama queen. He just likes hearing that shit. That's the only reason he's in that booth. He's like, let me hear your dirtiness.
I mean, tell me your secrets, bro. Really?
He's back there giggling. He's like, you dirty.
Say it again.
You dirty son of a bitch. He's in there fucking wanking
I just
it.
grew up in a Baptist church and everything, and like the ones around here, no offense to any of them, they're good churches. It's just, I want something different.
Yeah.
But,
It would be interesting to go and just see what they have to offer. Yeah.
Before it was
'Cause I've never
taboo
seen
to be
it.
a Jew, I thought about going to a Jewish
it's
tab.
not taboo to be a Jew.
People hate the Jews right now. People really hate the Jews
Oh,
right
In
yeah.
now.
1938 too, but we seen what happened. We don't want that to happen.
Well,
We don't want that to happen. That's why I decided not to become a Jew.
Don't worry
I
about
didn't
it.
want it to happen to me.
You wouldn't even pass as a Jew. You look nothing like him.
I wouldn't be the race Jew. But
Julian Edelman's a Jew.
He looks Jewish.
No, he does not. He's the most handsome man in America.
He is not.
Anybody can convert
I
to
am.
Judaism. But there is, a race of people that are Jews.
Right, I got you. Yeah. I don't know enough about Judaism's. Always kind of stumped me. I don't know anything about it. Like
I looked into it a lot back whenever I was really thinking about going to one of
their messiahs never came. Right? Is that what they
I think
believe?
so. Yeah,
Right.
no one showed up yet. I don't
Nobody's
think they don't
walked.
believe in hell either.
And Jesus is just like
Or not
like
that they don't believe in
disciple,
hell.
right? Isn't Jesus like a disciple? In the Jewish
Prophet.
prophet.
Yeah,
Jesus was Jewish, right?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So if it's good enough for Jesus, why wouldn't it be good
I mean,
enough
yeah,
for me?
I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it at all. Like
What are
you
you?
said, it was taboo. a minute
What are you, a
ago.
Zionist?
No. I don't know what I am.
I don't
Hungry right now.
He's trying to get back to Price is Right.
Yeah, I
He's
just
getting.
went off 13 minutes ago. We're on Talk of the Town now. Leland's on there doing a recipe with somebody from
Man, I'm so glad they gave him the spotlight. I'll go back to that
love
joke
Leland.
from a couple weeks ago.
Did you ever get a punchline on it?
No, but
God.
but it's got to do something with him being part of the cooking segment now for sure.
Yeah.
That's got to work its way in
Yeah, that
there.
one needs a little work.
From weatherman to creme brulee.
Doing it all. He's like the face of News Channel 5.
Hell yeah,
I like him.
that's the most
I
trustworthy.
trust him. That's for sure with his weather.
Yeah.
You got anything else for us, Wes?
I do. What time are we at?
We're about 50 minutes.
Probably bang this out in about 15 or so, maybe.
Whatever, man.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just listening.
All right.
I'm gonna try to listen. Shut my mouth and listen.
All right. So I was trying, like I said, I was trying to find like some kind of Memorial Day conspiracy or something wild that happened on a Memorial Day. I'm sure something's out there. I just didn't find it in the short time that I was trying to find it. But I did find this odd occurrence that happened in February 1994. They call this lady the Toxic Lady. Her name was Gloria Ramirez.
Ooh, sounds toxic.
Months prior, she got diagnosed with cervical cancer. And on this day in February, she called 911, said she had shortness of breath, and like heart palpitations or something like that.
Yeah.
EMS arrived, gave her an oxygen mask, took her to the ER. By the time she got to the ER, the heart palpitations had gotten worse, and she was just like in like this state of confusion. Everybody in there also said she smells like overwhelmingly like garlic. Strange smell. Like it was like not that she had just ate garlic prior to coming. Like it was just she smelled like garlic.
Yeah.
Like
Delicious garlic bread.
her skin appeared to be like covered in oil.
Damn.
So they
Is she toast?
what?
Where's the spaghetti?
Is she some kind of toast?
I don't know, dog. They drew some blood.
Was this at Olive Garden?
Anyway,
They drew some blood, and they noticed the syringe had a strong ammonia stench to it whenever they were drawing the blood. And then seconds after they had drawn the blood, they were looking at it in the syringe, and there were like manila crystals that are forming that were just floating around in her blood.
damn.
After
Manila or vanilla?
Manila.
What does that
Manila,
mean?
like a manila folder.
Yeah, like that color.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yellow. It's pretty much yellow.
Yeah, pale beige.
Pale yellow. Yeah.
Piss color.
So so the nurse that took the blood,
Blood full of
handed
piss.
handed it off to another nurse. Seconds later, she was like, "My face is like on fire. It was burning," and then she passed out. The nurse did, and then the nurse that gave her oxygen passes out seconds later.
She's toxic.
And then after the third nurse passed out, one of them went out to the hallway and like sat down because they said my face is burning again, and she said they were feeling lightheaded. Somebody walked up to her and said, "Are you okay?" And then she just passed out. So they were like, obviously didn't know what the hell was
Get
going
the
on.
hazmat suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They suspected a gas leak was what they moved everybody. There's like pictures and everything of like all of them out in the parking lot because they was emptied out the ER.
What's up with the garlic?
I'll get to
Getting
it.
there.
Okay, I'm just.
Golly. Florida State fans.
So they evac the hospital. Pretty much everybody that came in contact with her or was near her passes out. I think it was. I might have this wrote down actually.
What year was this?
I love garlic.
1994.
I wouldn't pass out.
KGB.
Yeah.
You wouldn't pass out.
No.
So there were 23 people hospitalized, and like 10 of them were like there for a couple weeks. Like they were in
What
there.
happened to Gloria?
35 minutes after arriving, she died.
Damn.
Yeah.
So she was like.
Garlic overdose.
Yeah. Yeah, 23 people had symptoms, some were up to 10 weeks, and up to 10 were hospitalized. Sorry, I can't fucking read my own handwriting. All right, so they waited a week to do the autopsy because they were worried, like, she had
Understandably.
something toxic in her. So they were like, whatever, they put her in a lead
Container.
a lead container to
Yeah.
contain it, and then they did the autopsy. Craziest thing, like her body was clean, no indication of anything crazy in her. Had the only things noticed were like some lidocaine and Tylenol.
Yeah.
They gave her her cause of death was heart palpitations and kidney and liver failure. Yeah.
The kidneys got her.
Yeah. So this ended up like going on. People thought this was like a supernatural thing. There were conspiracy theories about this for a long time. I think it was 2014. It might have been 2004. I didn't write that down, but it was 2000s before somebody, like a scientist, was like, "I gotta figure out what the hell happened here."
Eating him to death.
Yeah. So there was this stuff called dimethyl phosphate,
Yeah.
sulfate, I think.
I've heard that on CSI.
DMSO is what it's called. It was used for muscle pain,
Okay.
and it was sold. I don't know if you can get it anymore, but it's just the stuff that you get for muscle pain is very diluted because it's very, very strong.
Yeah. Like that. It starts with a V. Voltaris or something. It's like a cream that you can rub on now. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah. And they like tell you don't fuck around with it.
Because it's like the same thing as lidocaine. Lidocaine's a topical.
It is. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. So that amount would normally degrade after 3 days. So that scientist was like, why is this DMSO still present 6 weeks after she passed away? So again, it's diluted. The 1980s. they would tout it as a cancer treatment to help with the pain of having cancer.
Yeah.
What you got here?
That's that cream I was talking
Valterra.
about.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that.
Yeah.
I know that logo.
Yeah. Anyway,
Um,
it's just super strong, like biofreeze.
In high concentrates of DMSO, it's actually used as a paint remover or a degreaser.
Damn. She rubbed all over her whole body, didn't she?
Well,
Sounds like she ate it.
so a lot of the trick of sports trades around this time were to buy the non-diluted DMSO from hardware stores because they sold it
Straight up.
100%
100%. Uncut.
for paint remover and,
Yeah.
and degreaser. So yeah, so sports teams was getting it, and obviously they would probably not rub it fucking everywhere like it sounds
Right.
like
They would
this.
have
Like,
a trainer say, here, rub a little on your elbow
Yeah.
or whatever.
yeah,
Give you a
So-
5-gallon tub and be
Yeah.
like, use it with caution.
Wow, let's do it. And they're bathing in it.
So,
I don't feel a thing.
Does it smell like garlic in here?
So this is kind of where it gets crazy, and how this scientist says that it ended up becoming airborne and toxic. So DMSO that's the obviously like the what do you call it, the element name for it or whatever.
Yeah, I guess you would call it. The chemical name.
Dimethyl phosphate or whatever. So whenever it's actually introduced to a lot of raw oxygen, it adds another O on the end, so it's DMSO2. So it's dimethylphosphophone at that time.
Yeah.
That causes the crystals in the blood.
Damn.
So that, but it only
That's what fucked her heart up.
so
and the
that well,
kidneys.
no, the crystal in the blood only happens at room temperature. So they weren't present in her body, but whenever they took the blood out and saw it in the syringe and saw those manila crystals, that's this scientist like, oh, okay, so the
Yeah.
DMSO turned into
Gave him some clues. To,
DMSO2. DMSO and DMSO2 are not toxic. Okay, DMSO is dimethyl sulfide, and DMSO2 is sulfone. Okay, and the final, like this is like Frieza. If you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z, it's like it's coming up on its final form here.
Chick.
Dimethyl sulfite is a nerve gas.
Jesus.
It only takes 10 minutes of exposure to kill somebody.
Well, she did 35. She did pretty good.
19 of 20 symptoms were directly linked.
Speaking
to,
of converting to Judaism,
Yeah.
19 of 20 symptoms were reported at that hospital. So pretty obvious
Yeah.
that they had DMSO4 symptoms, but obviously her body was making it, so it wasn't a lot. Obviously, it killed her because it was in her,
Right.
but the people around her were just getting,
After effects.
or whatever. But this is like a once in a lifetime thing that would probably never ever happen again, because it was just like the perfect storm
Yeah.
pretty much. So
what a good movie.
the DMSO2 was in her body making them damn crystals, and then whenever she started having the heart palpitations, in order for DMSO4 to form, it has to be charged or has to be hit with a lot of energy.
So whenever she's starting heart palpitations,
Whenever they
increased heart rate.
whenever they hit her with the defibrillator,
Oh, yeah.
bam, hit her with the
Like some fucking superhero shit.
yeah. So it hit her with the defibrillator. The DMSO2 all broke down and came back together as DMSO4.
Killed her.
And
We need CGI on
Yeah,
this.
she didn't have a chance.
yeah.
Pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it basically turned that ER room into a gas chamber, but diluted to make people diluted enough to just make people sick around her or whatever.
Like a bad fart.
Yeah.
Kidney failure, couldn't pee. Because of the kidney failure, she couldn't pee. So that was a part of the perfect storm in the sense of she couldn't pee out the DMSO. If she could have
Got it out of her.
if she could have got it out of her, then we wouldn't have got to the sulfone, and then would have never got to the sulfite.
Sounds like chlamydia to me.
Yeah,
Sounds like some rough shit.
crazy.
That's what your kidneys and liver does, though, is it processes. The liver, I guess, gets the poison out, and your kidneys filter your blood. I
Yeah.
think is how it works.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
We're about
Yeah.
5% battery on the video recorder.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, we can call
It's
it.
very crazy though.
It's very crazy. Yeah, I wanted to get it out because it was.
Y'all let us know what you think about that.
Yeah, I listened to a bunch of stuff and read a bunch of stuff yesterday on that, and I was just like, man, I was like, this is like, there's like science behind this. I don't know if like people would really fuck with hearing about it, but I was like, it's
interesting.
kind of a crazy story. I mean, like,
I have ADHD and you reeled me in and kept me 15 minutes. I just wonder why the garlic. I guess like
she was taking
like supplements or something and they expelled from her or something. Because garlic's good for your heart.
one of the things that there was some medicine I think that she was on for cancer or something that causes the garlic smell.
I got you.
I forgot to write that down, but yeah, there was something that made sense for the garlic thing to happen. So
Sounds cool.
Well, anyway, to finish my day, because I never completed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Got home, power still out. I got home about 4:45. Wes fucking FaceTimes us at 7:30, and I'm just like, I'm gonna unlock the door. Just come on in.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay down. If a damn raper comes in, let it happen.
A raper.
a
raper.
That's my biggest fear. Like somebody's gonna do that to me. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
You don't stand a chance, buddy.
No, I don't. That's
No.
why I know that.
I'd rather rape your cat.
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial
What's it
Day.
been, Nick?
It's been fine by me.
Love y'all.
Adios.
Mwah.
Shine a light on the shadows we fear. Speak the truth, make it crystal clear.